Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and in the company of Madame Jewel. Here we are now at Station 3, so let's see what's going on. Station 3, machinery hums behind high steel walls. Up the hill there are visible outlines of warehouses and a building with a spire, but the lamps are low where they burn at all, and your ship the only one in the harbour. Train your telescope on the shore, might be best to get a look from distance. Try the gate, search for signs of other visitors. So let's train our telescope. Church or something else. You stand on the high point of your ship and look to the shore. There is a steepled building on the horizon, by far the largest thing in sight. No cross marks the top of it, nor any other symbol you recognize. Okay, so we got one port report for Station 3. Yeah, so this isn't the funging station we were looking for. Try the gate. The only way past the wall is an unimposing but sturdy looking gate of triple barred silver metal. A sign beside it reads deliveries. Well, we've nothing to deliver, but let's try the gate anyway. No way in. The metal is steel hard and icy cold to the touch. Attempts with chisels and crowbars fail. Perhaps if you could bring the ship's guns to bear, but no. If you turn with a certain delivery, the gate will be open. You'll know if you find it. Okay. So let's come back here another time then. So let's have a look. So we've got Station 3 there. We've got something here that we may go and check out. Yeah, let's head off in that direction. Let's remember though that there's a massive shark lurking about here as well. Okay, let's get our Z-Bat out and working. No islands, okay. Come on, Mr. Z-Bat, do us a favor. Find us an island. And not just any island, we want the funging station. It definitely looks like there's land on this side. Lick a monkey crag. Not sure I want to be licking any monkeys. Okay, there's the maelstrom. Let's take the Z-Bat out again. Okay, I think we've gone as far south as I want to on this particular run. So let's start making our way east. Now we know last time the Carnate was somewhere in this direction. I don't particularly want to be finding that at the moment. Well, we found some kind of island here, but does it have a port? Our Z-Bat friend is... Z-Bat says no. Okay, let's head kind of in that direction at least. And then check. Okay, so burning blue, a hiss of horror from the lookout. The glim lamp at the front of the ship is sputtering and arcing, fizzing with blue light. Even as you watch, the blue fades, but it's not a good omen. Attempt to calm them. There's a perfectly natural explanation. Well, Jewel probably doesn't believe in natural explanations, so she's probably as superstitious with more, if not more superstitious than the crew. Light meets dark. The darkness in the neat is more than the absence of light. It's a physical presence which distorts the shape of the world. Your light melts the darkness, restores sanity to the world. You explain something of this to your sailors. It's not the first time they've heard it, but they seem slightly less nervous. Okay, so she obviously spun them a tale, so I don't think she would have believed whatever kind of science she was spouting at them. Okay, so still nothing. Oh, there's something over here though. Got some possibilities. But the Z-Bat is deciding there's nothing of interest around here. But I'm being drawn further and further east by the hope that one of these has something. Okay, so let's start going north then. Oh, and look at that. Got some pirates. Let's continue eastward. And then, so I'm trying to basically take a bit of a circuitous route around the pirates we just spotted, and hopefully there to the north we have something. Okay, well, we discovered something at least, but it's not finding what I want. Okay, the Moo Island is somewhere, some distance to the north. Okay, so let's go north, and let's go fast as well to the north. Let's use these islands as best we can. Oh, and the Iron and Misery Funging Company station. And then let's slow down, because I think they've gotten caught up back there. And then let's get ourselves in. So obviously we've had previous captains who have had different strategies, but apparently Jules' strategy is to run away from something and then discover ports, and it's working so far, so we'll stick with it. Iron and Misery Company Funging Station. I&M has a Funger operation here. Felling giant Bolagus shrooms for building materials. Harvesting Kirali for its medicinal properties. I like how medicinal is in inverted commas there. So people are obviously getting a bit high on that. It's a desperate little outpost of something like civilization. Up puffs the affable factor. Oh, hello, Captain. Thank God for visitors. We'd go quite mad out here otherwise. Ah ha 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 ha. Quite mad. How can we be of assistance? Stand in the right place at the right time for the gnomic gallivant. I don't like comedians. I'm a very serious man, but we agree on one thing, timing. That's why I'm breaking into the factor's home and why I need you to distract him until I've found a special itinerary. Okay. Give the pass sign. The Admiralty asks you to bring back strategic information. This is your contact. Okay, let's do that. A strange smile. Here. Little to report, but we have had Carnite privateers nosing around, and tell them that the company grows suspicious. Mr. Iron knows the Admiralty is interested in his business. Pray, my friend, that you never have to serve two masters as I do. Okay, we got our strategic report there. Let's take tea with the factor. The poor fellow needs the company and he can spare an hour away from his schedule. An interlude. You sit on the veranda of the factor's house, looking out over the fungal jungle. An expanse of green and sour gold. The air is thick with hovering spores. The scones are stale. Even the tea has a hint of mildew. But the factor is good company. He shares odd stories about the ice and roses of Irem, the monstrosities of the Sea of Lilies, and a little restaurant in Venderbite, where he enjoyed the most extraordinary seafood. Venderbite. I know I'd never met a tomb colonist who could cook, but you must visit the place. Do you know it? Actually, yes, we do. He also has a load of Belugas frond carted aboard your ship. He waves away your thanks. I have eaten so much of the stuff, I fear that I might be transformed entirely into fungus. He leans confidentially towards you. It happens, you know, but one does have to eat rather a lot of it first. Okay, we lost 2 terror, we gained 2 fragments, and we gained 1 supplies. Okay, let's compile our port report. The Admiralty likes to keep an eye on Iron and Misery's activities. Of course, I&M's activities here don't seem that interesting. Nevertheless, record what you can. Okay, we'll try to gather some supplies. The spores lie thick on your face. They coat your tongues. One crewman begins to whimper. Oh Christ, he says, they've reached my heart, I think. I'll be harvested yet, harvested yet. You have to drag him back to the ship before he's calm again. You're unlucky. Okay, we gained 5 terror. And then this is the reason why, well, one of the reasons why we're coming here. So let's do this one now. A pleasant distraction. It just so happens that you bump into the factor on his walk home. What a happy coincidence. You couldn't possibly manage this entire picnic basket by yourself. Overjoyed to have company, he joins you on a bench for the next hour, merrily eating sandwiches. You take your leave once you have seen the Gallivant pass by. Back on your deck, the Gallivant laughs jovially. His rubies wink in the light. Iron and Misery will be sending a representative to the contest in Port Cecil. There's a full itinerary for all of the events, tailored for every attendee. I have the Dictator's moves mapped. Okay, ready to visit the chess tournament in Port Cecil. The Gnomic Gallivant discovered the whereabouts of his target. Okay, so I think that means that we have to take him there as well then. So let's check our map. So we're at the funging station. The last time where he's talking about with the chess tournament, I think it was somewhere here. The Khanate was somewhere over here, and then the chess tournament was somewhere on the way. But again, things don't always stay the same on the Sunless Sea. So let's set sail. And then we're going to head further north because we're still looking for the salt lines as well. This has been a particularly good... well, let's go discover Moody's Light first. Well, we did discover it, but I want to actually uncover it on my map. So I think if we get close-ish and then go north, we should be okay. And then we discovered Pure Wall Point. Okay. Oh, be careful. Be very careful. Okay, let's get him trapped in there first. Or her, maybe. Western Angler Crab. And let's go north. Not too far north though, because it'll get unstuck before we're ready for it to be unstuck. Okay, then we got Field Haven, which we might drop in on at some stage. but maybe not yet. I think we still want to go further north. But let's slow down, conserve our fuel, because at the moment fuel is the limiting factor. We've got enough supplies, I think, to do us for another while. So let's send our Z-Bat out. So the vortex is to the north. So let's not get sucked in by the vortex. Okay, and let's not go too far north, but a little bit more should be okay. Then we can strike west from there, and maybe we're gonna call in on the tomb colonies as well. Let's get the Z-Bat out. Okay, the Chapel of Light is some distance to the north, so we're going to go further north then. So it's definitely worth coming up here to at least discover this. So Chapel of Light, where is your port? It looks like it's going to be on this side. And it certainly is. Good. Okay, now let's cut the engine, drift, and dock. Okay, Chapel of Light. Furtive, faithful gather in the shadows between the many, many candles. A bell tolls in the chapel tower. Cracked iron laughter. Beware, the isle is full of voices. Eat of the chapel's bounty. A smiling priest unlocks the door of the storehouse for you. Here, he says, eat, but take nothing away with you. Okay. Gather intelligence. What occurs here between the darkness and the light? Let's do that. A smiling priest in a red cassock tends the chapel. The congregation are shy of light. They come and go in little ships, and it's strangely difficult to count them. Perhaps some of them are imaginary. Still, you note the name of a ship or two. Okay, then we got attend a service. Let's eat first. Rich and red, they have shark steaks plucked from the sea, thin slices of carved tuna, translucent and delicate as paper, little crimson cakes flavoured with cinnamon and coated with poppy seeds, tomatoes impossibly ripe and sweet, so far from the surface. Gorge yourself, leave with the juices dripping from your chin. So we lost 36 hunger. Now let's attend the service. The great bell tolls, the few and ragged faithful gather for St. Arthur's lesson. Bring your offerings. Okay. Echoes in the chapel. The priest marauders on about. The priest monders on about bones and fish and eggs, while the congregation sway ecstatically or eyeball you suspiciously. Bored, you examine the frescoes on the walls. A hunched figure raises a sharpened flake of stone above a pool. A castle rises frozen from the sea. Limbs coiled from a star, unhelpful, and now the service is over. So we failed our pages challenge. We're going to try again. We succeeded this time. Okay, so what did we get this time? Oh yes, the priest says, smiling. The drowned man hums tonight, his song like fish row clouds in the water. He waits for the congregation assent. We will feel him in the harps of us, And if the tune is caught, it will be raised to the sky where the bright birds pass. Hear the congregation cry out like birds, and the cries rattle away into the rafters. And the air hangs sultry, and the gods no longer frown. At the end of the service, you leave your lips still wet and your stomach filled with secrets. You could grow rich on this diet if you live. Okay, so we gained 1 secret, we lost 5 supplies, we gained 10 terror. Okay, and we now have 1 St. Arthur's Lessons, Memoir, the Lesson of the Chapel. Okay, we now have 1 menace, we're uncontrollably peckish. Okay, so that's obviously not going to be a good thing for us. And then let's get out of here, I think. So where do we want to go next? So we're way up here. We could just pop down to Shepherd's Isle maybe. Or we could go west. East is that way. We could go west and see what's in this area here. Yeah, I think maybe that's what we'll do. But we're probably just about out of time for now. So that does bring us to the end of this particular episode. So if you have enjoyed, please consider liking, subscribing, and posting a comment. I really do hope to see all of you next time. Goodbye.